Welcome to the channel, guys. We're here at Sargood's backyard homestead. Little 6.5 acre property out in western North Carolina, foothills of the Smoky Mountains. Just gonna kind of walk you around, give you a quick brief example of what we got going on here and some of the projects we've got started for our homestead. Go up here and take a look and show you what we got going on for our laying hens. We're starting to start our own little homestead here. Trying to get some laying hens. We'll do some meat birds this fall, probably some Cornish crosses. Got some golden comets and some silver Polish, I do believe they're called. And here's where they roost at night. As they get. This here is going to be Chantel's greenhouse come this fall. So, sorry about the noise. Walking past our AC unit here. This fall, so we can keep our growing season going a little longer. It's going to be 14 by 24. We took a break on it real quick to lay down the better weed fabric that we've come to like. It's a woven nylon instead of your fabric like you see here that we did have down. This stuff is just the cheaper stuff you get at Lowe's or Home Depot, but we've come to like this quite a bit, and I'll show you some of her garden that we've started doing this spring, and it's going along pretty good, so I'll give you an update on that. This year we had to fully fence it in with bird netting this year because we've been having a problem with birds at the beginning coming down and picking out the entire plant and just tossing it. They'd pull it out of the ground and then they would just leave it there. They weren't taking it and eating it. So after a couple of replants of some plants, we decided that we would just go ahead and net the whole thing in and deal with the netting with climbing in and out of it. But as you can see, she's got it going pretty good. Planted a couple blueberry bushes this year. We won't expect anything from them until at minimum or earliest of next year. That's her garden. I got a short little clip from her of her walking through the garden. I'll add either in this video or do a little short video for her of that. It's just her going through and explaining what everything is and what we've got planted. We're not really trying to be 100% self-sufficient, but we do want to know where our food's coming from and what we're going to have and chemicals that are used or in our case not used.
So there's my jalapeno, and then I got a tomato plant, and then my hot banana, which is getting a little pepper again, and then there's one of my squashes, which has got a squash growing, and then here's another tomato, and then I've got another pepper and another pepper, and then here is all of my cucumbers, which I'm having an issue with this overgrowth onto this pepper plant. So I keep putting it up on the trellis, but it grows back over. So I think we're gonna put another trellis here and try to box them in, but they are growing out the back also. And then there's my 3 tomato plants, which have some tomatoes on there. I got another pepper and another tomato, and then my onions growing, and then I've got a pepper and a pepper. There's my watermelon, which survived. I thought it was gonna die, but it made it. We're gonna run it up along that trellis in the back, but Jason's gotta fix it and nail it back together. There's my kale, which is probably bitter as crap, but I just feed it to the chickens. Then I've got, I got a pepper here and a pepper here, and then peppers, peppers, pepper, pepper. All those are peppers. Sure looking pretty good. These ones were all the ones that were attacked by aphids and they're surviving. And then there's my corn in the back. Lincoln, run over to the corn. And we'll put Lincoln up for size reference.
All like that?
No, that's good. So it's getting pretty tall. And then here's my another squash, which has got a few little squashes growing on it. And then here in the back is my zucchini, which is growing out of the fence. And if we look in here close, we'll see I got some zucchinis that are ready to pick. So there's my garden. My potatoes are looking okay. I'll walk out here real quick and see. Here's my potatoes, which are flowering. And this side was grocery store and this side was seed potatoes. So I think, you know, they look okay. Strawberries, these two still haven't produced. And these ones are looking kind of leggy. So I don't exactly know what's going on, but that's all I got.
Our big project that we've started this beginning of summer, late spring, is we started fencing in this field. It's about 3 acres. We're gonna use it for a couple head of cattle for just us and our family. I got these H braces here for kind of the center of the field where I'm gonna divide it. I don't know if you can see, but way down there is a corner post to mark that far corner. And then down here on this corner past her garden, we have where our gate's gonna be and our main entrance to the field. So like I was saying, down here we have the entrance to the gate, to where the field's gonna be. We got a 10-foot wide gate. Should be able to get most trailers through there that we'll be using. Some H-brace corner posts with some cross tie wire. Then along here we planted, this is our dirt drive to come up through. These are our neighbors. They've got a little homestead action going on too, some animals. But we planted 22 trees about 3 weeks ago up through here. And they go all the way up the roadside and around up to the top up there towards where the barn's at. So again, guys, just a quick little brief description of some of the projects we've got going around here. Hoping to have completed in future goals like the meat birds and a couple head of cattle. Say hey to the pup. But that's all we got.